The NESARA grift, one of the many grifts that are out there in the, call it the truth movement or awakening movement, what have you. Now, the gist behind the NESARA grift is that this super secret NESARA law, that's not even really a law, but this super secret NESARA law was signed years ago, but it's been kept suppressed by the deep state ever since. Yet there's these white hats, these patriots behind the scenes that are going to roll out this NESARA law and this quantum financial system that goes with it to humanity, and it's coming soon. It's going to be here tomorrow or next week or next month or next year sometime. It's coming soon, though, don't you worry. And when it comes, all the deep staters out there, they're going to get arrested, and then when it gets activated, there's going to be magic money dumped into our bank accounts, and the prices of gold and silver are going to skyrocket, and wow, we're all going to be saved. Now, that is the, I guess, basics of the NESARA story. Granted, it's tough to tell you essentially what it is because influencers out there always change and shift this story, and it's really pathetic that some influencers, personalities out there will hook their audience with these stories because they pander. This story appeals to those out there who are in desperate financial situations. And unfortunately, right now of all times, we've got inflation skyrocketing, we've got the lockdowns going on, destructing small businesses, we've got people losing their jobs over the vaccine mandates, we've got, my gosh, more people than ever in desperate financial situations. So, those who start researching for themselves on social media, they don't necessarily have the experience of the so-called truth movement on the internet, and they might be easily persuaded. They get caught up with these influencers who are selling them these narratives about NESARA or this QFS, and they don't know any better, and then they get all caught up into it, right? It's disgusting. Now, I get asked quite a bit, well, why would these influencers be saying these things, Jordan? I mean, what's in it for them? Well, there's a few things in it for them, okay? Never underestimate the power that these social media personalities feel when they garner a following, okay? They'll get 5,000, 10,000, 50,000 followers hanging on a lot of their words, and man, the power that they feel over that. I mean, I understand it's a responsibility that myself as a content creator for about 5 years now, I understand that. There is a lot of power that comes with the ability to influence many thousands of people. So, some influencers out there, some personalities, if you will, they just want that ability to influence. They're kind of drunk on power. So, they'll say freaking anything to hook people, to get an audience. And NESARA is just one of those hooks that they love to use. So don't underestimate the power-hungry nature of some people. Don't underestimate the need for their broken little egos to feel validated. They feel validated by getting a following of thousands of people and getting a bunch of video views and getting a bunch of likes and clicks on their posts. So again, they'll put out the hopium. They'll put out whatever kind of content that people feel good listening to. Because when consumers of content out there feel good, they get emotionally roped in, and then they're constantly liking and donating and watching these people's posts. So it's just kind of this like never-ending cycle of influencer hawks some clickbait BS, and consumer of content gets obsessed with it and needs more, and influencer makes more, and then consumer needs more, and so power, validation. Maybe it's the people who just, I don't know, they weren't loved enough by their mother when they were young, or they were picked on in high school. So now getting onto the internet and becoming a name on social media and the truth movement makes them feel all good about themselves. And lastly, especially when it comes to the NESARA QFS grift, it is the De Niro, yes, the money. Now, in particular, when it comes to NESARA, let's talk about how that works. I mean, this is a reason just clickbait in general, whatever it is. I have insiders. Well, we got these med beds, and oh, NESARA's coming, and oh, here's some super insider secret sources of mine, right? Whatever the clickbait is, the more clicks they can get on their videos, the more sponsors they can get. And unfortunately, there's a lot of companies out there who they don't care what kind of people they're sponsoring. They just want their company viewed. They just want their ads seen by a lot of people. So again, it's the like kind of self-perpetuating influencer puts out clickbait BS, gets a bunch of views by people who don't know any better and all hopped up on the hopium and the emotion, and sponsor sees the influencer getting a bunch of views, so wants to, support the influencer and just get an ad on the videos, and then influencer makes money by putting out the clickbait. Influencer says, oh, the more clickbait and views and clicks I get on my video, the more ad money I can get. So it's kind of, again, self-perpetuating. But, again, in particular, when it comes to the NESARA grift, one of the tenets of these NESARA narratives is that the price of gold and silver is going to skyrocket in the coming years because whatever reason, right? Now, influencer out there promoting NESARA narratives, they get their followers to believe that price of gold and silver is going to skyrocket. So their audience thinks, oh man, I really need gold and silver. I gotta stock me some silver bricks. I gotta stack them bars. What does influencer do? Well, how convenient. You can buy some precious metals from me or this sponsor on my video. Whoa. You see the special interest there? I can name, let's go through a list of like a half dozen people who hawk the NESARA or QFS BS while at the very same time telling their audience that, at the very same time, they sell or affiliate with gold and silver, and then they're also, as a part of the NESARA BS, telling their audience that gold and silver is going to go to like 10x, 100x in price in the next couple of years. It might even be borderline illegal. I don't know, but it is highly unethical and immoral, at least. I don't know.